Barker families, friends, and community, welcome to the 109th Annual Commencement. Let's give these graduates a round of applause. At this time, I would like to invite Carla Stolowski to the podium to recite the Pledge of Allegiance. If everyone could please stand.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Our concert choir singers will now lead us in the national anthem. Please remain standing.
be seated. The invocation will now be given by Lisbeth Lopez Paz.
Good morning. It is my pleasure to be delivering this year's invocation to the class of 2021. I ask on behalf of the class of 2021 that you join me in blessing each of these graduates with us today. Today, as we end our high school careers, we leave with many beautiful memories that we have created together. I ask that we look forward to the future without forgetting the memories that we have created here together. I also ask that you look around and acknowledge your peers and classmates that you have grown up with. Take a moment to give thanks for the great friendships that we have built among our classmates, and for all the laughter and jokes that we have shared. May these bonds last a lifetime. Each and every one of us has exerted resilience and perseverance during these trying times, trying to make the most out of our senior year while living through a pandemic. Although this has been a very weird year, we are all sitting here today at our graduation during a pandemic, but we are here today stronger than ever. Let our strength be with us always. As one chapter of our lives is ending, another is beginning. As we all embark on our new journeys, I ask for the guidance and protection for all of us today as we face new challenges and experience in what's called the real world. Wherever we may end up in the years to come, let us have the confidence and courage to go after our dreams. May all of our dreams come true, and may we make them our reality. May we have more good days than bad, more successes than failures, and more light than dark. Class of 2021, we did it, and may we continue to succeed in our future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was beautiful. As I said earlier, I'd like to welcome everyone to the 109th Barker Central School District Commencement Ceremony. After the last 15 months we have had, who would have thought we would ever be here in the auditorium to celebrate our graduating seniors? I would be remiss to not take a moment to thank everyone who made this happen, especially with the about face we had to pull off in the final days before this ceremony. First, thank you to all of you who are sitting here today. Our graduates' families, brothers, sisters, dads, moms, uncles, aunts, and grandparents. Despite my continued and sometimes crazed updates on the planning of this ceremony, you were all patient and understanding, and I cannot thank you all enough for that. There are also a few students whom I would like to personally thank as well. Our senior class officers and reps who had numerous planning meetings with me, whether it was by Zoom or in person, going back to about February or March, and had to personally suffer ever-changing health guidelines through the process. Ella Gooding, Ellie Voss, Thomas Jowdy, and Carla Stolowski. Also, I want to thank our building preparation team who made this whole ceremony happen, but who remain largely unseen today. Brooke Pattison, Jeff Costello, Donnie McGee, Steve Donner, Derek Odell, Chelsea Stratton, Heather McIntyre, Michelle Wing, and Jason Wilhelm. We usually take about 2 weeks to put this together, and this team did it in about 3 days. So let's give all those people a hand. It is important to note the world these graduates before us have grown up in. Born in the aftermath of September 11th, as young children they lived in a very changed world. As they grew up through school, their families and loved ones also experienced the greatest economic recession since the Great Depression. And today they are coming of age at the conclusion of a worldwide pandemic and near universal social unrest. If one would call that statement a long view, they would be correct. And that is what I urge each of our graduates to take as you now go beyond the walls of this school and the confines of this campus you have all grown up on. Take the long view. Yes, your academics have been important. Your GPA will show people you meet in the near future that you possess commitment and work ethic, as well as a sharp brain between your ears. The skills you have learned in a technical career program will help you get a jump start in the workforce for further education. But what is equally important for you all to demonstrate in the coming years is your reaction to failures, obstacles, and hardships. This school has taken a part in shaping each one of your lives, but that sculpting we have done so far is nothing compared to what you are about to experience over the next 10 years. That's why I urge you each to take the long view. Look 10 years into the future. Who do you want to be? Where do you want to be? And how are you going to persevere if in fact you cannot become that image of yourself 10 years in the future? Surely graduates who entered the world during 9/11 or who graduated in the midst of the financial crisis had to ponder these ideas. I have to say though, that I cannot be prouder of this group of young men and women before us today. They are ready. Graduates, the people you see in the audience today need to remain integral to your lives. They are your support systems. Keep your parents, siblings, friends, and family close as you take that long view. On behalf of the Barker Central School District's faculty and staff, congratulations. It's been a pleasure working with all of you. Let's give them one more round of applause. At this time, I would like to welcome to the podium Ella Gooding, the salutatorian of the graduating class of 2021.
Hello everyone, it is my pleasure to welcome you all on graduation day. As I stand here in front of you today, I am feeling just about every emotion there is in the book. I'm excited to enter the world and be the generation to make change. I feel nervous because I must admit I am not too fond of the spotlight. I feel sad because I grew up in these halls with these people and now we go our separate ways. But more than anything, I feel proud. Proud because we're here. We have faced more challenges than the typical graduating class, yet here we are, about to receive our diplomas. As we sit here today on one of the most momentous days of our lives, I ask that you, my classmates, hold on to that feeling of pride. We've all had to overcome so much to get here. A pandemic was only one thing. Of my many challenges, doubt was the most daunting for me. Ever since I was little, I have found myself questioning my ability. Am I good enough to play in the field hockey team? Did I study hard enough for that test? I'm sure you've all asked yourselves similar questions, and that's okay. Because one day, you will realize all that doubt was nothing but a waste. For me, today is that day. When I was in 5th grade, I was sitting with all my friends talking about what we imagined our senior year to be. Everyone would wish they were seniors like us. We would have the biggest lockers, our homecoming float would be the town's favorite, prom would be a night to remember, and then graduation was brought up. Valedictorian and salutatorian. Who would it be? We all agreed, well, of course, valedictorian will be no other than Miss Eleanor Voss. She is a genius after all. Then someone looked at me and said, well, that makes you salutatorian. I responded with a laugh and said, no, I could never do that. My friends went on dreaming about senior year, but I sat there and thought to myself, wow, would that be an accomplishment? Salutatorian of the class of 2021. But no, it could never be me. Later that same day, I was pulled out into the hallway by my teacher. My heart was beating through my chest. What did I do wrong? I never get called in the hallway. My teacher leaned down and looked me in the eyes. Now I'm absolutely terrified. She said, Miss Ella Gooding, if you want to be salutatorian, be salutatorian. You can do anything you put your mind to, don't you ever forget that. Mrs. Ober changed everything for me that day. From that point on, I told myself I was capable of achieving that goal and reaching that dream. And here I am today, the salutatorian of the class of 2021. To my classmates, never doubt yourselves. I have grown up with you and have witnessed the talents and gifts you possess. There will be days you feel you aren't good enough. It's simply inevitable. Maybe you didn't get into that program or that job interview didn't go so well, but remember the day will come for you. The day you realize your doubt was nothing but a waste, because you are capable of anything you put your mind to. But more than anything, be what Mrs. Ober was for me. In our lives, we are going to come across so many people that doubt themselves or feel they aren't good enough. Change that. See the good in people, make people see the good in themselves. You never know the change you can make in someone's day or even their life. I am so proud of every single one of you, but above all else, I am proud to call you my classmates. I can't wait to see all that you achieve and the change you make in our world. To Mrs. Ober and all of our teachers here at BCS, thank you. Thank you for leading us here. Your endless work and dedication to our success is what makes Little Barker Central so special. To my parents, where do I even begin? You have given me everything I could possibly dream of, and I only hope that someday I can make you the proudest parents in the world. Lastly, to my Gram. For those of you who don't know, my grandma's my best friend. She's the strongest woman I have ever known, and she has shaped me into the woman I am becoming. Thank you, Gram, for teaching me a woman can do anything a man can do. In fact, she can do it better. Today is a special day for everyone here. Whether you're receiving your diploma or watching your beloved family member walk across the stage, enjoy today. We all have so much to celebrate. Congratulations, class of 2021. We did it. And now we have so many more dreams to chase. I have no doubt we will reach them. As my Gram once said, this little school has given us such a path for tomorrow. I can't wait to see where that path leads each and every one of us. Thank you.
Please welcome the class of 2021 valedictorian Eleanor Voss.
Good morning and welcome, parents, friends, teachers, administrators, and of course, my fellow graduating students from the Barker Central School class of 2021. I'm so excited to be celebrating this joyous occasion together and in person with you all. It is an honor to be standing before you today. And I feel like it's necessary that I begin this speech with my thank yous rather than save them for the end, because I simply would not be up here giving a speech at all had it not been for the love and support from the many amazing people in my life. Ryan and Aiden, thank you both for always reminding me that it's okay to be a little competitive in life, but it's even more important to lift one another up and climb your way to the top together. Abby, thank you for always believing in me, even when I didn't believe in myself. You constantly inspire me with your confidence and ambition. Mom and Dad, thank you both so much for not only teaching me, but for setting the best example of the kind of person I aspire to be. Because of you both, I know the importance of honoring one's commitment, never giving up, and expressing your emotions and ideas. Thank you both so much for encouraging me through years of listening to my crazy ideas and stories and your loving support. To the administrators of Barker, thank you for the hard work you put into making our school such a special place to learn. All of my teachers, thank you for your endless dedication and compassion towards your students. And my fellow classmates, thank you for all the incredible memories. You all inspire me with your dedication to the friendship we've built and to the plans you're starting to build for the future. So with so much that has happened within the past year, it was hard for me to find what to write this speech about. I wanted to reflect on everything that we've learned over the past 12 years at Barker, while also realizing that our last year in particular has changed our lives in many more ways than we may even understand right now. As we all get ready to embark on this new chapter of our lives, I realized that something a lot of people lost over the past year was motivation to pursue our dreams. And yes, your 2021 valedictorian is admitting in front of you all that I myself have found it difficult to stay motivated at times. As I came to this realization, a quote by Jennifer Lee would often come to mind. Be fearless in the pursuit of what sets your soul on fire. Now, I've always considered myself to be a passionate person with big dreams to pursue. But when we were all stuck inside, a lot of the dreams I had for the future felt so out of reach that I felt the fire inside of me begin to fade. I think many of us can think back to a time when we felt like nothing was ever going to open up again, so what was the point? And now that the world actually is starting to open up, I fear that many of us may not be able to find that motivation once again, that we may not be able to even find a dream. So where does this leave us? This leaves us with a choice. We can make the choice to rediscover what sets our soul on fire and find our dream, or we can sit back and let it pass us by. As we start this new chapter of our lives, we're going to discover many things we're passionate about, many things that set our souls on fire. And I know we can all find the courage to use these things to create new dreams for the future. But that's only the first step. The next step is to use all the things we have learned and will learn to work towards it, and do so fearlessly. I think we are all very fortunate to have gathered so much knowledge from our years at Barker. We learned the value of cooperation and hard work, both from school assignments and from working together to create the best homecoming floats in the hallways. We've learned everything we need to be tough and to stand up to those who don't believe in us from Mrs. Martell's encouraging and honest pep talks. We've learned to be confident from our math teachers like Mr. Viscati, who always told us to raise our voices when we answered questions. And we've learned the importance of being informed about the world around us from this wing. Most importantly, from growing up in a community as tight-knit as Barker, we've learned the importance of supporting each other as we reach our goals and always striving to create an atmosphere of support and understanding wherever we go. Although the world that we are entering is a lot bigger than the small halls of Barker, we do not need to be fearful to dream big, because we will always have the knowledge we've gathered here and the support of this community we can always call home. I truly believe that it's amazing what a group of people who aren't afraid to dream can do. There are still so many things left for us to discover, so many people left to meet, risks to take, problems new and old to be solved, causes left to fight for, innovations left to be made. The list goes on and on. The world is ready and waiting for dreamers like you and me, and I cannot wait to see what we all accomplish. So, congratulations once again to the BCS class of 2021 on this wonderful achievement, and let's get out there and show the world what Barker can do.
At this time, I would like to introduce our alumni speaker, Mrs. Lisa McAvoy. Mrs. McAvoy is a graduate of the Barker class of 1976, as well as the class's salutatorian. She is a registered nurse who began her career working in intensive care units. From 1996 through 2019, she created the Health Occupations Technicians program at BOCES, as well as instructed the Allied Health program. Her career is a testament to the life that a career in technical skills education can provide young people. On a personal level, she has been married for 43 years with 3 sons, all graduates of Barker, in the years 1999, 2001, and 2003, including a valedictorian in 2003. Please join me in welcoming Mrs. Lisa McAvoy.
Good morning, the graduating students of 2021, parents, teachers, and administration. Here we are, our custom planned graduation, unfortunately not outside where it was supposed to be rain or shine, but inside now thanks to COVID-19. It has been a learning curve for us all. I even have a 3-year-old grandson who has a ball he uses in our pool and calls it the COVID ball because it has spikes on the outside. Yes, at 3 he came up with this name all for his ball all by himself. COVID-19 has affected us all. Big and tall, little and small, young and old. You have had a junior and senior year that has had a multitude of learning in different ways. Many of you might have enjoyed the challenge, and many of you did not like the change at all. The bottom line is that you did indeed get through the last 15 and a half months and are now on your way to your next chapter. Here we are on graduation day. Each of you have a different picture in your mind's eye of what that means. Graduation, let's break it down. G, gratitude to parents and teachers for getting you through. Grateful that the years at Barker Central are done, although it is bittersweet. R, learning respect for others, showing responsibility, and becoming reliable in life. A, attitude means a lot. It can be the making or breaking point of all situations. Your attitude will make or break each day. D, becoming dependable, decisive, and determined to succeed in your individual life's plans. U, ultimate adaptation. Unusual times means unusual learning opportunities to survive, and you all did it. A, Attain one's dreams. Absolute resolve to become who you want to become, to believe in yourself. T, treat others like you would want to be treated. Treasure your memories and make new. I, ignore the negative. It will always be around you. Reinforce the positive. It will take more energy, but will be worth the energy spent. O, observe others. Remember the old Native American proverb, never judge another man until you have walked a mile in their moccasins. Most of the time, there's a background reason for the actions that are being displayed for others. And N, never judge too fast. Your motto should be, always strive to be number one. Give every opportunity your all. Even though you are at the end of your formative years of education at Barker Central, it does not mean that your learning stops. Strive to learn something new every day. A verse to a song, a new exercise, a new skill, a new job. There is a lesson/speech that I taught my students multiple times throughout the years. I call this lesson the choice lecture. Even before starting my second career as an educator, my husband and I gave the choice lecture to our own children, and yes, even our grandchildren have heard it many times already. Basically, the choice lecture goes like this. We are all here this morning because we choose to be here. We are all exactly in life where we have chosen to be. You soon-to-be graduates are the sum of thousands of choices that each of you have made so far in your young lives. You are exactly where you have chosen to be. The consequences of those choices are what you are experiencing. All choices have consequences. Here is the best part of the choice lecture. If you do not like where you are in life, or what you are doing, or the path you are on, you can choose to change. Start today to make little choices daily to get to where you want to be. It won't happen tomorrow or even next week. It has taken you years to be where you are today. With hard work, positive thinking, and determination, you can be on a new path that leads to where you choose to go. That is your power, the power of choice. Choose to pursue in this life that which will help you grow every day. Remembering growth is sometimes painful, sometimes positive, and sometimes negative. Some days will be wonderful and you will say, yes, that was great. Let's do that again. And other days you will say, whoa, what a bummer. I never want to experience that again. All experiences, painful, positive, and negative, are normal. We learn from them. We all learn from them. We grow from them. You made the choice to be wherever you are at that particular moment. The choice lecture reveals the simple truth. The most powerful force that exists is to believe in one's self. So choose to make yourselves better at all times. To quote one of my favorite poems by Langston Hughes entitled Dreams. Dreams, hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken-winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams, for when dreams go, life is a barren field, frozen with snow. Dream on, students. You are graduating to explore and achieve your dreams. You should all have an inspirational book you can pull strength from on those days when life becomes a little taxing. To quote one of my favorite inspirational books, Jonathan Livingston Seagull by Richard Bach, don't believe what your eyes are telling you. All they show is limitation. Look with your understanding. Find out what you already know, and you will see the way to fly. I had an elderly patient once who gave me her life advice. Make the best choices that you can make during the day. And if at night, when you reflect back on the day, if you can say, I made the best choices given what I knew at the time, it was a good day. The metaphor I used on my own sons as they were growing up goes like this. You are the driver of your own life car. On the highway of life, there will be curves, bumps, and detours. Always hold on to your dreams, think positive, and drive on. Good luck, dream on, and make great choices.
Thank you very much. This year begins the start of a new tradition at graduation, a student-selected speaker. This year's seniors have chosen their economics and government teacher, Miss Michelle Wing. In her 7 years with the district, Miss Wing has fulfilled a number of positions, teaching 8th grade social studies, 9th and 10th grade global studies, various levels of credit recovery, 8th grade writing, 5th and 6th grade enrichment, and senior level economics and participation in government. Ms. Wing has also been involved in a number of non-academic capacities, ranging from freshman class advisor, student council advisor, international club advisor, yearbook, and volunteer track coach. She is also currently conducting her dissertation research, examining the impact of a college degree on white working class millennials in pursuit of her doctorate in education. Students, I have some extra noted directions here. It says, applaud wildly. So, let's please welcome Ms. Wing.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very honored and excited to have been chosen by the class of 2021 to briefly speak to you today. Graduates, let's first give your families, faculty, administration a round of applause for being by your side, not just through this year, but through your entire educational journey. This class is special for a lot of reasons. Besides being the last class that I will have looped with from 8th to 12th grade, so some of you have had me almost 5 times. Lucky. They're the one and only class I was asked to chaperone on the 8th grade DC trip. I guess when you encourage a bunch of teenagers after they start a festive flash mob in the middle of a food court and old ladies yell at you, you don't get asked to chaperone the next year. It's fun. Seniors, there's a lot of things you have learned this year. You have learned how to make lunch while analyzing amendments. You have gutted deer while presenting business ideas. You have fed chickens while discussing health insurance. You have discovered that driving while Zooming is one of Miss Wing's greatest pet peeves. You have driven lawnmowers while critiquing monopolies. And you have had some of the greatest pet show and tells. A lot of you have very cute animals. Definitely the highlight of any lesson. There are things that you have taught as well. You have taught that your prime homework hours are from 2 to 4 a.m. I know this because the Google Classroom notifications on my phone go crazy during that time. You have kept me hip and jive to latest music and trends. I don't know why the mullet is coming back, but whatever floats your boat. You have taught me that teenagers love snacks more than literally anything in the world. Honestly, like, teenagers are so easy. You just throw a couple rice cakes, maybe like a fruit snack or something at them, they're happy. You have taught me that sometimes we need to pause, put aside the lesson for that day, and give space for things that need to be said, questions that need to be asked, and emotions that need to be felt. These are all valuable lessons, because with them, you have shown the true merits of things like creativity, individuality, and joy. So at this point, I should probably give some sage wisdom or worldly advice gleaned from my many years of experience. While I was originally going to make this super cringy and inspirational, I will instead say this. There are no more rules. It's important to take advice from the people that love you, as everyone sitting in this room does, and from people who have had experience, but at the end of the day, you are forging into a brand new world with unlimited opportunity. You have a clearer vision and more knowledge of what's going on and what the world really looks like than any generation has before. Use that to your advantage. Take the time to figure out what you really like in life, because your time and your energy is valuable and you don't want to waste it. It will be hard, it will be difficult work. People who say, oh, if you do what you love, you never work a day in your life, that's not true. That's not true. I love my job, I know this is what I was meant to do, but I work my butt off. Like, it's hard work. The difference is that I get a deep sense of fulfillment and worth from the activities and things that I do here, and it's primarily because of these individuals sitting in front of me. The hours that I spend here at school, the late nights and weekends planning and grading, and the random emails sent at ridiculous hours, the fact that I should probably just bring a sleeping bag and like camp out in my room most nights, is made worthwhile because I believe that the individuals on the stage are now and always will be worth the time, energy, and effort. Before every weekend, I usually close class with the same phrase: have a good weekend, be safe, and make good choices. And then they usually all laugh and wave me off. But since this is the last weekend I will close class, so to speak, I figured we'd jazz it up a bit. I could be predictable and close with one of my favorite Ruth Bader Ginsburg quotes: fight for the things that you care about, but do it in a way that will lead others to join you. Or I could encourage you with the words of the famous farm workers activist Dolores Huerta, si se puede. The epic lines from the civil rights icon John Lewis would also be appropriate for this moment. You are a light, you are the light. Never let anyone, any person, or force dampen, dim, or diminish your light. But instead, I will close with the words of one of the greatest teachers of all time, Mr. Feeney, from the classic 90s sitcom Boy Meets World. Believe in yourselves, dream, try, do good. I love you all. Class dismissed.
Thank you very much, Ms. Swain. All right, here we go. At this time, could I have Mr. Atwater and Mr. Reimer please join us on stage for the presentation of our diplomas. Eleanor Rose Voss. Ella Lorraine Gooding. Carla Marion Stolowski. Virginia Maeve Alexander. Lena Ann Fazzolari. Keith Raymond Robinson Flores. Thomas John Jowdy. Nathaniel Arthur Heidemann. Jocelyn Rose Cohen. Rachel Brienne Hasley. Let's give it up for our top 10. Kathleen Rosemarie Babcock. Joseph John Brandt, Jr. Natalie Ellen Bruning. Happy birthday, Natalie. Maria Guadalupe Cabrera. Cole Christopher David Kane. Joseph Paul Cantella. Waylon Carey. Brianna Maeve Carmer. Nicholas David Castle. Haley Jade Shalino. Jameson Michael Crafts. Emily Ann Donner. Cole Joseph Ecker. Jacob Timothy Ewald. Madison Quinn Gansis. Shane Lewis Gearhart. William Gregory Goodlander. Nicholas Edward Guevara. Logan Coy Harris. Aiden Daniel Hartman. Devontae Javon Hill. Courtney Marie Hillman. Tyler Joseph Hillman. Richard L. Hodge II. Megan Rose Hotelling. Jada Lynn Huntsman. Nia Reese Johnson. Chloe Elizabeth Lee. Lisbeth Lopez Paz. Sydney Ann Luckman. Samantha Louise Mace. Philip Patrick Mackin. Robert Daniel Mason. Max Andrew Meister. John Myers. Arissa Lynn Nelson. Sarah Suzanne Houghton. Aiden Pearson. Morgan Rowe Phillips. Emma Marie Rose. Angelita Christine Jacqueline Seeger. Talon Edward Sherman. Owen Ronald Smith. Ryan Christopher Stevener. Paige Francis Such. Melanie Lynn Tattoo. Evan Wayne Taylor. Darian Elizabeth Ward. Hannah Jean Westlake. Logan John Wolantarski. Mr. Reimer, if I could have you over here to present the class, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my complete honor and privilege to present to you the class of 2021. Official? You may now move your tassels from the right to the left.
The closing benediction will now be given by Senior Nathaniel Heidemann.
In the past, others have written this benediction in terms of finality, with a theme of ending, finishing one journey and starting another. Rather than saying our last goodbyes, I'd like to focus on the journey ahead of us, whether it be at college or starting our careers. I'd like to share a few quotes that stuck out to me and may stick with you. First, a quote from Bilbo Baggins. All that is gold does not glitter. Not all that wander are lost. Some of us have already chosen our path, while many others have yet to find it. Plans fail, people change, and paths diverge. May you have the patience to work through hardship, the awareness to recognize success, and the compassion to help others just as others have helped you. Next, a quote from comedian Jon Stewart. The unfortunate, yet truly exciting thing about your life is that there's no core curriculum. The entire place is an elective. For the first time in 13 years, we have the opportunity to make our own schedules and choose what we want to do. In a world both daunting and rewarding, may you have the bravery to take risks, be adventurous enough to chart your own course, and daring enough to never forget your dreams. As we end our time at Barker Central School as students, and each embark on our own adventures, may you be brave, daring, patient, and compassionate. May you never forget your roots, and always aim for the stars. Amen.
The 2021 seniors will now lead us in the alma mater. We encourage you to sing along, and a copy is in the back of your commencement program. If we could all stand. I'm going to have the on-the-spot senior chorus. Because, yeah, come on over and get us going on it. I just put them all on the spot with that, and they rocked it. So let's give them one bigger, big. All right. We've come to the conclusion of our program. Who would have thought we would be in this auditorium after the year we've had? Thank you all so much for attending. At this point, I'm going to ask that we begin our recessional led by the students, and then we will follow with our Board of Education and our faculty and teachers. Congratulations, guys.